I'm attempting to become a pilot in just 14 days, and it's hands down the hardest thing that I've ever done.
That was really hard.
7 days ago, I hopped in a Cirrus SR-20 with a complete stranger, and we're traveling across 6 states, 19 airports, and 3,800 miles as I learned how to be a pilot. In the last video, you watched me take off from Denver, Colorado, knowing absolutely nothing. We spent our time in Arizona learning takeoffs, landings, and how to fly an airplane before taking the flight of a lifetime over the snow-covered Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam. But now we're in Southern California, and I feel like I've been thrown into the big leagues. In this video, I'm gonna attempt my very first solo, fly over the Pacific Ocean to an island, land at one of the busiest airports in the world, and pilot a cross-country flight at night. I didn't think it was possible, but the second half of this trip is even more intense than the first. The highs are even higher.
I can fly the airplane.
And the lows are even lower.
Not good. Not good.
And by the end of this video, we're gonna fly all the way back to Colorado, where I have to pass my check ride. I can't believe that 14 days ago I had never flown an airplane before. Today, I'm taking my check ride for my private pilot's license. I know I can do this. I've landed this plane at least 50 times now, maybe more, but it's still really scary to do this by myself. Clear prop!
Santa Monica Airport information Alpha 1551.
Information Alpha.
Visibility 10.
Winds are calm. Look both ways, clear both ways.
Left traffic 21, clear for takeoff, 44 Golf. Boost pump on, mixture set. Okay, my pre-flight checklist is complete. Okay, runway 21. I'm in the right place. We're gonna go full power. Airspeed is alive. Everything in the green, we're gonna rotate at 75. 75, here we go. We are in the air. I can fly the airplane. 600 feet, caps available, flaps up, and I'm gonna start my turn for left traffic. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful day it is today. Square off my turn here. We're still climbing up to pattern altitude, but I'm gonna start my gumps, so my gas is on my fullest tank, my undercarriage, so my...
4 Golf, wind 070 at 4 runway 21, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 21, 44 Golf. Okay, I'm high now. I'm gonna pull power, flaps 50. Now we're back, full flaps. Start my turn, pitch for 90, so I'm looking for 90 knots. Got my glide slope, and we are on my glide slope. Start my turn for final here. Runway's made, I'm gonna chop the power. Keep that nose down. Pull back. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Keep that nose up. Keep pulling, and we're down. We're on the ground. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna switch us over to ground here. I'm gonna take a minute to just breathe because I'm shaking. First solo flying a plane.
Things felt great, so I headed back up to do a few more full stop taxi backs. It's a busy day at the airport, and on my third round, the controller asks me to hold for incoming traffic.
Right 360, 44 Golf, number 2 behind us here. Right 360 is a hold pattern in time because there's a Cirrus coming in that's going to land before us. 44 Golf has the Cirrus in sight. 3 whites and a red, which means that we are just a touch high. Get us lined up on the center line with our ailerons, steer with our rudder. Pull up and brake. I forgot to contact ground.
Cirrus 44 Golf, just hold short of Bravo, taxiway next time before you start taxiing.
Understood, 44 Golf, sorry about that. Beautiful! Thank you!
Congratulations. The last one was I hear the wheel squealing, so that's what we want.
Courtney and Oliver are just 45 minutes north of us visiting family in Santa Barbara, and we're gonna go fly up there and see him for lunch. This is the longest I've ever been away from Oliver since he was born, and I miss him a lot.
I can't believe we're about to see Riley right now. He should be landing any minute. He just did, I think, his first solo over Santa Monica, which is so cool. I haven't told Oliver yet who he's about to see.
Hi, Daddy.
You saying hi?
Yeah.
Seen the skyline of New York City, fireflies in Tennessee.
First for me,
Flying with family.
flying with family, flying with distractions.
Okay, weight and balance. We're in the box, so we're good on our weight and balance.
Okay, so this FBO does have good coffee.
Oh, good. 1-5 left, clear for takeoff, 4-4 golf. Santa Barbara is spinning 5710.
Everybody's waiting, but they're waiting on what? Better get to living, 'cause all we got is
Today has been incredible. I'm just feeling so thankful for this opportunity. It was such a special treat to get to spend the afternoon with Courtney and Oliver and take them up flying, and it's had me thinking a lot about what it's going to be like to be able to go flying as a family in the future. And we're going to go back up in the air, head back to Santa Monica, and I'll see you guys later. Good morning. It's just me in the car today. I've got the keys to the plane. I've got all the necessary logbook endorsements. And today I'm going to be doing my very first cross-country solo. Today I'm feeling 100% nervous, 100% excited, and about 100% of I can't believe that just 10 days ago I had never flown an airplane before. So I guess that means today I'm feeling 300%, and that's true. Pre-flight complete. I just watched someone land and they were long and kind of unstable. I'm gonna check the wind again. Jan just texted me. It sounds like winds are picking up. 12 gusting at 21 knots. We've got gusting winds that are variable, and this windsock right now is pretty much parallel with the runway, but a second ago it was pointed straight at me, which means a big crosswind component. You know that feeling of hurry up and wait? That's where I'm at right now. So you guys can see by the windsock right over here somewhere, it's windy out here, and I'm glad that I'm not doing my sort. I think it was the right call. It was the safe call. Jan just showed up, and so we're gonna take the plane out for a little adventure. We are headed straight into the Bravo airspace, right over the top of Los Angeles International Airport.
And this is one of the unique places where you can fly into the Bravo without communication, but there are a whole set of rules which can be found in the chart supplement.
We are flying right over the top of LAX. This is wild. And we're headed to Catalina Island.
Catalina Island is owned by the Wrigley family.
Like chewing gum?
Like the chewing gum.
Catalina traffic, Sears before golf is gonna enter the island over Twin Harbors, and then we're gonna go for a 45 on the downwind for runway 22, Catalina.
Perfect. Great call, I like it.
As I get further over the Pacific Ocean, I start to feel very small. I can't help but think about all the things that could go wrong. Jan pointed out that if we have a problem, our best bet is going to be to head towards a cargo ship and hope that they see us. Catalina Island is stunning, and the closer we get, the more it looks like something out of Jurassic Park.
This feels...
It feels like you're low, all right?
really wrong.
Yeah. As you can see, there's 600 above.
Catalina traffic, Sears before golf is turning final for runway 22, Catalina.
Let's cut the power very high. I go straight to the numbers. And then let's get it over the center line. I also...
Catalina traffic, swing 3070 Whiskey, crossing Catalina VOR 3100, going to be approaching the field from the southwest overflight midfield.
Keep the aileron to the wind, so all the way right. Good. Yeah, there was a bit of a strong crosswind going on. But don't fear it, right? All you want to do, feet, center line, hands.
Oh, what a cool place here at Catalina Island. The airport in the sky with a restaurant up on the top of the hill, a view of the whole island, Pacific Ocean, 360 around us. It only took us 20 minutes from when we left ground in Santa Monica to when we landed here. I'm bummed I'm not soloing today, but I'll take this as a close second. All right, we're done here at Catalina Island, and we're gonna head to Riverside, practice going into their controlled airspace, and then if everything goes as planned, we're gonna try to fly into LAX.
All right, Jan took the controls for a minute so I can enjoy the sights here. Look out the window. This is incredible here at Catalina Island. Got a helicopter right there.
Cirrus 4 Golf with the helicopter over Avalon inside.
All right, back on the ground in Riverside, California. It's pretty amazing when by air we can travel from Santa Monica to Catalina to Riverside and have lunch in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, it is. It's impressive.
Bought a flight plan. Then we communicated with ground here at Riverside, who talked to LA Center, where our flight plan is, and thankful for the opportunity that Jan's giving me here to experience what it can be like to fly into LAX. I don't think it's what Miley Cyrus was singing about when she hopped off the plane. Cleared for takeoff, runway 274 for golf. All right. Time for 85. I got that traffic.
Alright, I'll do the radio so you can focus on flying it.
Yeah.
We don't want to miss it. We don't want to miss a beat with these guys. 275 to don't localize, 4 for golf. 125.5. 25 left localize, 4 for golf. 109.9, 124.9, 4 for golf. Expect 25 left, 4 for golf. Direct Honda, 4 for golf. We have the approach loaded, we have the frequencies loaded. That was actually, even for me, quite hectic for a second.
Is this fun for you or is this stressful?
It's fun.
Here's November 114 Golf LA Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land, stay parking.
Oh, we are on it.
We're on it. On the glide slope.
This feels so slow.
It does, doesn't it? When you come hauling in at 160.
Hauling in and then like this is a huge runway, so
Yeah.
dude, we're landing at LAX.
17, contact departure.
Departure, 3217, you have a great day.
44 Golf, roll out to taxiway Golf, turn left and then taxi right on into signature.
You could land sideways on this runway.
Number 44 Golf, at taxiway Alpha, get rid of this outbound.
We gotta wait for the jet before we can go.
Okay, here it is. I'm officially hopping off the plane at LAX. Yeah, no Ambition Strikes coffee in here.
That's a pity. Could be
Old
better.
selection. LAX signature, I recommend that you upgrade your coffee to some Ambition Strikes Old Iron. Okay, jet, 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 and Cirrus. Everyone's looking at us like, why are you here?
Once you're behind one of those big jets, you realize how big they are, right?
Yeah.
At the stuff at Centennial, that's nothing.
950 LA Tower, Foxtrot, follow the Cirrus from your right to the phone by number 2.
You have to follow us. I think we'll have plenty of runway.
Okay, gauged in the green. Airspeed is alive. We're rotating at 75.
I'll turn the fuel pump on for you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I have 2 pilots at LAX.
We took off before Bravo 2. We're in the air before the first taxiway.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. We're not even off the runway yet and our flaps are up. I don't even know that we're halfway down the runway.
They're stopping all takeoffs now for us because we have to cross over.
We're approaching the shoreline now. So we're gonna make our turn.
This has got to be the shortest flight to ever leave an international airport. In less than 5 minutes, we're already descending for our landing.
Alright, so this is a good test for your crosswind landing skills because there's about 9 knots of crosswind. So just keep it over center line at all times. Nose straight with your feet, and that's it. That was a little too much, but nice catch, nice catch, nice catch, nice catch. Ah, that was a very nice save. Very good. Because that was some wind shear pushing us down, wasn't it?
Cirrus 44 Golf, you can exit any intersection, and did you experience any wind shear on final?
We had wind shear on short final, about 10 knots for golf.
Wow. You know,
I made out a solo today, but that was a cool day of flying. When I told my friends and family that I was going to leave for 2 weeks and come back to be a pilot, you could say they were all pretty skeptical. They didn't believe that a program like that even existed, and honestly, I didn't either. It is amazing what you can find on the internet. There are a lot of options for browsing the web, but my favorite is Opera, and they are the sponsor of today's video. Opera browser is completely free and jam-packed with features that actually help me prepare for this trip. The split screen feature means that I can open multiple documents at once without having to change tabs. And with the tab islands, I can group different web pages together by category. Right now, I have an airplane category, a heavy equipment category, and a boat category. And if you're like me and constantly have 30 plus tabs open, tab traces are a lifesaver. A subtle little line shows me where I just came from so I don't get lost in my own madness. But where things really get cool is with Aria, Opera's free built-in AI tool. I can upload an image and ask it what's in it, or better yet, with a simple prompt, it can even generate an image from scratch. Oh, and speaking of vibes, the themes in Opera let you customize everything. And I've got to mention the player. I can listen to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, you name it, directly in the browser. And it even pauses the music automatically when I hit play on a video. Opera is seriously the tool that I use to stay inspired, organized, and efficient, especially when I'm juggling 5 different projects. To download Opera for free, hit the link in the description and try it for yourself. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Good morning. After a very, very fun day of flying yesterday out to Catalina Island and then into LAX, I'm back at Santa Monica Airport, and today I'm going to be doing my cross-country solo from Santa Monica to Santa Barbara and back. Santa Monica ground, Cirrus November 1144 Golf, student solo. I'd like to request flight following VFR to Santa Barbara at 4,500. Santa Monica ground 44 Golf. This will be my first time on runway 3 here. I can go all the way down to Alpha 1, correct?
Number 44 Golf, affirmative.
Nothing like a little wrench thrown into it though, going the other way. Don told me they almost never use this runway.
44 Golf, runway 3, clear for takeoff.
Runway 3, clear for takeoff, 44 Golf. Okay, here we go. Airspeed is alive, gauges are in the green, and we're going to rotate for 75. We have a little crosswind, so I'm going to put a little bit of aileron in.
November 1, Alpha Lima, make a left 360.
And we're flying!
360. November 44 Golf, are you going to head towards Malibu or inland?
I prefer to stay on the coast, 44 Golf.
44 Golf, Roger, you can proceed towards the shoreline now.
This is incredible. I'm flying this airplane by myself on a cross-country trip. Mugu approach, Cirrus November 1144 Golf, student solo is at 4,500.
November 114, go approach, 3031.
Can you repeat that? It was broken up, 44 Golf. Now I'm on Mugu approach, so I know I don't have the frequency wrong, but I can't hear them. So what I'm gonna do is stay right where I am. I think there's a little hill right there between us. I can see the tower at Mugu right now. Mugu approach, Cirrus November 1144 Golf, student solo. I missed the first broadcast. Can you repeat?
November 1144 Golf, Mugu approach, altimeter 3031.
3031, 44 Golf. Okay, so I told her I didn't hear her. She only heard me say 44 Golf and assumed that I had confirmed it. Luckily, it wasn't anything critical. Okay, now the autopilot is flying for me. And I can take a sip of water because that was cool, and that was a little stressful at the beginning there when the ground was the hardest part. Oh, that's the jet stream from a rocket out of Vandenberg right there. So, winds at 130 at 3, so 3 knots. I'm comfortable landing on any of the runways they give me.
Here's 44 Golf left base. If you follow the 101 freeway, it should naturally set you up for a left base entry, 15 left.
Left base for 15 left. Thanks for the help, 44 Golf. Okay, I'm going to slow it down a little bit, and we're going to start descending. 15 left, clear to land, 44 Golf. Staying south of the freeway makes for a very short final.
Well, 44 Golf, maneuver as necessary. The traffic's no factor. They're restricted above you.
Traffic no factor, 44 Golf, thank you. 15 left, I've got the runway. We are in the pattern altitude now. Still really high. Yeah, I'm lined up. Everything's set.
Echo 244 Golf, contact ground. Thank you for the help today. Good day.
No worries. 50150, spin down, call base, traffic landing cross the runway prior.
I just landed this airplane all by myself. Okay, contact ground at 121.7.
I don't know that it's hit me yet that I just did that I just flew this airplane by myself from Santa Monica to Santa Barbara. Things got a little hectic there at the landing as he asked me to remain south of the 101, and I don't think it's possible to remain south of the 101. So then it kind of threw me off in my approach, but eventually I got it back. I got where I wanted to be. I came in a little too fast, but it's a nice long runway, and so I just used more runway, and here we are. Okay, thanks to Signature for the coffee and the snack. I debriefed my previous flight, and then I rebriefed myself on my next flight from Santa Barbara back to Santa Monica. I'm basically going to be repeating the same flight, but at a different altitude and everything in the other order. So here we go for my second solo cross-country flight. Clear prop!
2.5 is better for the wind, but I'm going to suspect they're going to give me 1.5. And that's going to be just fine. I don't need to ask them for something else. I'm just sitting out here watching airplanes take off.
Sirius 1144 Golf, Santa Barbara Tower, wind 200 at 5, runway 15 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 44 Golf. Airspeed is alive. Gauges are in the green. Rotate. We are in the air. Climbing for 85. Okay, fly runway heading at or below 1,500 feet. I don't know what it is about this flying over the ocean that makes me sing Jimmy Buffett songs. We were treetop flying, moving west along the coast. Is today day 12 of flying? I can't believe that 12 days ago I didn't even know how to take off. Right, if I had an engine out here, what would I do? I'd head towards the beach. Land in the ocean right offshore. I just looked to my right and I realized that I'm flying this airplane all by myself.
Sirius 44 Golf, SoCal approach, altimeter is 3032. If you guys want to hang it up there, 5,000 to 5,500 for a bit, you are clearing the Class Bravo space. There's a lot of traffic between you and Santa Monica.
My destination is Santa Monica, so I would like to descend if possible. 44 Golf.
Okay, yeah, you can descend. I'll call it. All the traffic as you approach it. Coastline is very busy.
Okay, that traffic should now be above me. Hey, 700. I am on the numbers. Full flaps. Aha! Right on the glide slope. That's pretty cool.
Coast Guard 6055, Santa Monica Tower, transition approved. Santa Monica altimeter 3033 is caution for drone activity over downtown Santa Monica. Secondary radio, you're coming in very weak and barely readable.
Transition approved. We'll switch our radio right now for 6055. Please, AT, I'd like to amend my request. I'd like to remain on your south side.
Woo! All right, I had a snack, cleared my head for a while, debriefed myself on my previous flight. The weather is so nice out that I've decided I'm gonna go for another flight. I cleared it with Yan. He sent me the endorsement. I'm gonna go on my second solo for the day.
So I've done this exact same flight before, only this time I'll be doing it by myself. And the first thing we're gonna do is check the weather.
00 at 7, visibility 10, clear below 12,000.
The wind looks good. Clear for takeoff runway 2144 Golf. Flaps 50, boost on, mixture set. Airspeed is alive. And here we go, we're flying. Tiny bit of wind shear there. The wind has been changing direction.
Remember 44 Golf.
Right turn at the shoreline, 44 Golf. Thanks for the help today. With just me in it, so we're 200 pounds lighter. Wow, this plane can climb.
Looking for traffic, 22 Papa.
Ooh, there's an updraft right now, so that's kind of weird. The airplane's pitched down, but we're going up. We have a crosswind indicator here. It tells you what's going on. And the wind just shifted directions from blowing that way to kind of like from that way to that way.
Santa Paula traffic, Satavria 5525 kilos, turn in or right crosswind for runway 4.
Runway 4, that's not what I was expecting. Santa Paula traffic, Sirius 44 Golf. Is runway 4 the current active?
Winds were favoring runway 4 for Santa Paula.
Okay, runway 4 is a right pattern, which means I haven't done this one before.
600.
Santa Paula traffic, Sirius 44 Golf is turning base for runway 4, Santa Paula.
500.
Santa Paula traffic, Sirius 44 Golf, doing a go around. We're gonna re-enter the pattern. Santa Paula traffic, Sirius 44 Golf, turning final for runway 4. Not good. Not good. Santa Paula traffic, sorry about that. Sirius 44 Golf is clear of runway 4. That was not good.
Okay, I'm back on the ground in Santa Monica. That landing at Santa Paula scared me. What happened is that I planned on landing on runway 22. I came up and over the hill, and on the radio, they were using runway 4 as the active. So that was opposite of what I expected. I checked the wind in Camarillo, and it was going the other direction. So I flew my approach. Everything actually looked pretty good on that one. I was a little long. I probably could have landed just fine, but I had already decided I was doing a go-around, so I went around. And so since the first one felt good, I thought, okay, I can land here. As I came in for landing, it felt different than the first one. Instead, I tried to land the airplane. I bounced once, I got off track, I skidded off the runway, and it scared the living daylights out of me. As soon as I got out of the airplane, I looked up, and the windsock at that runway were pointed the opposite direction. One was pointed this way, the other was pointed that way. And by the time I left Santa Paula, we were using the other runway because the wind had changed. So as I was on between my first attempt and my second attempt, the wind changed directions, and there was wind shear on my short final, and my inexperience didn't recognize that. I flat spotted the tires. Today had a huge high and a huge low. Learn the lesson from the low, let it go, focus on the high. I soloed an airplane cross country by myself and had a blast doing it.
It's already snowing, man.
All right, we're back at Jan's house and having a little after Riley's solo celebration dinner of his famous sizzling fajitas. If you've been around since the beginning, it's sort of like Instant Pot cooking with Riley, but it's cast iron cooking with Jan. Thank you very much for the help today and the assistance and helping to get me to this point. And also, thank you very much for dinner.
Very welcome.
Today I'm going to be flying by myself to Santa Barbara. And as a fun little twist today, Jan's going to be taking up in a different plane. And we're going to fly formation over Malibu. And he's going to get some shots from the air from the outside. That plane right there is an electric airplane. Pretty wild.
Okay, there goes Jan. Clear for takeoff. Turn right at the shoreline. 44 Golf. Here we go. Airspeed is alive. Gauges are in the green. Everything looks good. We're going to rotate at 75. Here we go. We're flying. That felt good.
Traffic, Diamond One, same altitude, less than 1 mile.
Okay, I'm going to start my turn here. I have you in sight. Okay, I'm going to level off. Left turn, I'm going to go full power and turn. Here we go. I think we got the shuttle. All right, cool experience. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoy your flight. I'll see you later this afternoon. Have a good and safe flight and enjoy. Super fun to do that formation flying this morning with Jan. Airport is in sight.
Sirius 1144 Golf, Santa Barbara. Tower, continue following the freeway for left base, runway 15 left. Number 44 Golf, turn 20 degrees to the right for sequence.
Turning 20 degrees to the right for sequence, 44 Golf. All right, I've got the runway in sight.
November 44 Golf, make one right 360, please.
I don't really have room here for a right 360, 44 Golf.
Okay, number 44 Golf, continue following the freeway westbound, and I'm going to call your turn back towards the airport.
We'll follow the freeway westbound, 44 Golf.
November 44 Golf, turn 20 degrees to the right immediately.
44 Golf, turning 20 degrees to the right.
Package Papa. November 44 Golf. Now you can make a left turn. Make a left turn back towards the airport. You are cleared to land runway 15 right. Runway 15 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land 15 right, 44 Golf.
671.
Number 44 Golf, I need you to turn around, make the left turn, and then right base for runway 15 right.
44 Golf, turning left turn for 15 right.
One two five point four. Good day. Take your Papa.
All right. That was weird. She said follow the freeway and then told me to turn right, but the freeway was to my left. I'm gonna have to ask Jan about this one, but I think that I could have done a little more two-way communication to try to get clarification from her. Ah, the jet's waiting for me. Ha ha ha. It looks fancy. We did it. Hooray! 15 left, clear for takeoff, 44 Golf.
In the pattern for me.
We're off. Okay, I've got the airport in sight. 21 clear to land, 44 Golf.
500.
All right, we're on the glide slope now. I'm gonna go full flaps.
Angel flight 7539, runway 21, line up and wait. 539, line up and wait.
That was probably one of my best landings. Just landed on the wheels and then settled the nose down. That was cool, that was fun. All right, another fun adventure this afternoon. Jan is a member of a flying club here in Santa Monica. They own this Diamond Star behind me, and there's another pilot that would like to get checked out so that he can fly this Diamond Star. They invited me to come along in the back seat, so we're gonna go up and experience another airplane, which I think is gonna be a cool experience for me. It is, it's pretty nice back here.
So CWS means control wheel steering. But otherwise, I like to go down to, if it's a field, I will go down to Oxnard for some pattern. Yeah, we can slow down to 70 here. And on center line, I like it the best.
Well done. Thank you very much for letting me tag along on this adventure.
Thanks for coming along, Brett.
Just when I thought things were finally starting to get a little comfortable, Jan's throwing a wrench in the works. Today we're going to be going up in this Cessna 182. I'm going to get to see what it's like to fly a different airplane. I think it's going to be really good for me to get pushed out of my comfort zone now that I'm starting to get comfortable in the Cirrus, but at the same time, it's uncomfortable. Oh, master switch on. It literally says it right there. Whoa.
Keep going, yeah.
Where's the avionics switch? Ah.
How's the loudness on your side? More. More?
He's cautioning.
More.
Less. A mixture of old and new going on in here. So
Right.
new displays here with attitude indicator and heading indicator, plus a bunch of other information here. The old airspeed indicator and altitude indicator. A new autopilot.
Feels a little shaky. Does someone make a flat spot?
What's the run-up procedure? I've got the checklist.
Yep. Look at that versus our Cirrus.
There's the AC.
That's the AC, this is it.
Oh man, that wing means you can't really see.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can't see. Full power, RPMs are alive.
Airspeed is on, and we're gonna rotate for 75.
Yep. As you can see, that's quite a beat into this plane. Let's go.
Oh, we're there.
Yep.
We're way there.
Yep. As you can see, you go completely IMC when you climb. Because it's so...
Yep.
It's climbing at 1,000 foot per minute.
Level off at around 2,500. Does that sound good?
That works for me.
Kind of weird having you in the plane with me. It's been a few days.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong button. You can see the ground really well. I was way more comfortable on that mountain pass because I could see it under the wing. I was wanting to go that way.
That's odd, yeah. Maybe more power than that.
Up the power?
Still nose up.
Hey, that was pretty good, huh? Are we doing a touch and go?
Flaps up. Full power. That was a very good landing, yeah. Easy on those rudders, huh? No, you're mate. It's only pressure, it's not movement. It's only pressure.
And we're flying.
There you go. Good.
He said clear for the touch and go.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
I can tell my workload is way higher in this unfamiliar plane and I'm missing a lot.
Alright, got the power. Yeah, interesting. A little harsh, but...
I was excited but nervous to fly a new airplane. I was worried that all of my new skills would go straight out the window. But it turns out that flying an airplane is flying an airplane. The controls are all a little different, the instruments are very different, but the fundamentals are the same. The improved visibility and slower flight capability make it a lot more comfortable than the Cirrus at low altitudes.
Nice, I like it. We fly this better than a Cirrus. Alright, slow flight. I introduce more flaps, and then we see where the plane stalls.
Holy moly.
Santa Monica Tower.
Still flying at 42.
40.
Over LA Dodger.
7 Santa Monica Tower, Santa Monica
Full power?
altimeter 29098, say request.
We were still flying this airplane at 38 knots
Yeah.
airspeed.
We'll fly very long, yeah.
I can definitely understand why even once I have my license, if I'm flying in a new plane, I should go up with an instructor first.
Fine, 562
Yeah, so
Niner
you
November,
used to the
correct?
whole...
Because there was a lot going on there. Thank you very much, Jan, for arranging this so I could go up in this plane.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Welcome to the plane where we are enjoying a beautiful sunset over Los Angeles on our way out of town, headed back to Arizona. Tonight's going to be a night flight to fulfill all my night requirements. This morning we did about 3 hours of groundwork to go over all of the nuances associated with flying at night, including how our night sight works, how the landings are going to work, how navigation at night works. And I can tell you already, it's way easier to spot the airplanes at night because they have a bunch of lights on them. So behind us are the LA lights. In front of us is nothing. And it is the eeriest feeling now flying at night. We can't see the ground, we can't see the train. I have no idea where the sky ends and the ground starts.
Can't see it.
Alright, let's see. Spread around out. Back.
There you go.
Looking for the taxiway.
I was behind the yellow.
Oh, behind the sign. I totally would have turned in front of it. Landing at night. The first one was absolutely terrifying. Other than that, it's really easy to see the runway because there's a bunch of lights guiding you right to where it is.
Oh, you did well.
No, overall, that wasn't nearly as scary as I thought it was going to be. Except for the first one. It was absolutely terrifying. We're just kind of taxiing around. Well, I saw a sign back there that
There's
said,
a tank.
that looks like a fuel station straight ahead.
Yeah.
No, that's it.
Yep.
Ah, fifth time's the charm.
See, it's only when I do it.
Yeah, I'm using the GoPro's light so I can see what I'm doing. Where's the flashlight on an iPhone? There we go.
That is the loudest pump I have ever heard in my life.
Tank 1 is full, off to tank 2. And we're full. Oh, no. Oh, we've been in the plane together too long.
We've basically just spent the last hour and a half flying the airplane, trying to maintain altitude and heading. By only looking at the instruments, a little bit nauseating, if I'm honest. All right, shout out to Atlantic Aviation for being open late tonight. It's, I think, just about midnight. They even had a crew car they're going to let us borrow till the morning. Pretty good deal. We're off to bed and we'll see you tomorrow for the air show. Well, the original plan was to fly back to Denver today and do my last day of training here at Fly Accelerated, but the weather wasn't going to hold out, and there happened to be an air show in Tucson, so we're here at Thunder over Arizona.
And I have a whole new appreciation for what these pilots are doing and how they're doing it. This stuff that this guy's doing, this is insane. F-35 with a P-51 Mustang flying information, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
What a fun day out here watching all these airplanes fly. We're headed back to Denver today. Today is day 12 of instruction, day 14 of flying for me since I had 2 solo days in there.
I have a question for your viewers. We are flying at 11,500 feet. What airspace are we in?
Aha!
Comment down below, and the first correct reaction gets a t-shirt.
This shirt right here.
This shirt. My Santa Cruz shirt.
Now we can check that one off the box that we've done it in our aviation career.
There we go.
We checked a lot of boxes on this trip between...
I've never been in high golf in my life. So first time for me. This guy's nice and friendly, and he's not mad at us.
Golf reminder, what altitude you want to proceed at?
9,500 for golf.
For golf, thank you.
I'm under the hood. The airplane is flying itself.
Airport's at 11 o'clock.
I'm going to take a nap. So maintain 9,500.
Yep.
And also maintain my GPS course. All right, we are 65 miles away from lunch. I'm going to spend the next 65 miles under the hood.
I'm going to say 138.
Oh, you're right. That's Las Vegas. That's our waypoint.
Yep.
Oh, 2 weeks later, we are right back where we started.
That's it. Exactly 2 weeks.
Wow, what a fun adventure, Jan. What a fun way to learn how to fly. That's it for training. Next up, is my check ride. Good morning from my hotel room. Courtney and Oliver flew in last night to meet me here, to be here on the big day. Today's the day I take my check ride. It's early. It's 6 a.m. here in Denver, which makes it 5 a.m. Idaho time. I'm going to catch an Uber to the airport. In typical Riley fashion, I left things to the last minute. I needed to print my weather briefing this morning, and the longer you can wait to print your briefing, the more accurate it's going to be for your flight. So I wanted to print it right before I left the hotel, and now I'm nervous because I was going to get to the airport half an hour early, and now I'm going to get there like 5 minutes early, which other things that I'm nervous about today is that we have pretty strong winds predicted. Winds that could potentially push us outside of my personal limits for crosswinds on landing. Well, it feels a lot like 14 days ago when I was sitting in this exact same Uber doing this exact same ride from the same hotel to the same airport. And I can't believe that 14 days ago I had never flown an airplane before. And today I'm taking my check ride for my private pilot's license. All right, I made it to the airport. Should take about 3 to 4 hours to complete, and hopefully I'll pass. So I'll see you guys in 3 or 4 hours. You can't make this stuff up, guys. So I finished my oral. I passed the oral portion of my exam, and then we took off in the plane. We taxied over to the run-up area. We got a CO alarm, carbon monoxide alarm in the plane, and it smelled bad, like exhaust in the cab. We opened the doors. We tried to clear things out. We realized, like, there's something wrong with the plane. It's crazy because I was just flying that plane yesterday. We didn't have any issues, so I have no idea what's going on. The easiest solution we had is that I'm switching planes. This was the moment when I realized that this plane has a completely different tail number. All of my communication is now as 3 Mike Papa instead of 44 Golf, and I am freaking out that it's going to throw me off my game.
What's on your shirt?
Airplane.
Yeah.
Airplane. Dada, fly.
Yeah, Dada's gonna go fly.
No airplane.
They took off and Riley's on his check ride right now. We got to see and film his 3 touch and goes, and now they're off, I think, doing maneuvers. So hopefully he's back in a while, I don't know, maybe an hour or so, and then we can be celebrating. But either way, I am so proud of you, Riley. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen you do, and I'm so glad that we get to be here to cheer you on.
That was the craziest 2 weeks of my life. And on top of it, today was the craziest day of flying in my life ever. But after just 2 weeks of instruction, I passed my private pilot exam. As of today, I'm officially a pilot. Thank you so much to everyone along the way, especially to Jan for being my instructor through all of this. Thanks to Courtney for supporting me through all of this and flying out to spend this day with me. It's so special to get to spend Oliver's birthday, and today is my birthday, becoming a pilot. Thanks to Scott at Centennial Flyers for the loan on the airplane and the loan on the extra airplane. And also a huge thanks to Jamie at Fly Accelerated for making this whole adventure possible. Seriously guys, if there's something hard in your life that you're thinking about tackling, I hope that this is a motivation to go out and do it. Like, this was the most challenging thing I've ever done in my life. And the sense of accomplishment that I have today after having completed it is huge. So if there's something intimidating that you want to learn in your life, whether it's getting your pilot's license or not, go out there and do it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.